Okay, so now we've done the reconnaissance stage and figured out a particular exploit against a particular service that's running on that victim machine. Now we get to the fun part, the hacking part. So what we want to use for this is a particular tool that comes with Kali Linux. Now if we go down to exploitation tools, we should see it there, Metasploit. It's the one I mentioned at the very start of the video, so we just launch that up. Essentially what we've got here is a piece of software which has got a huge library of exploits in it. We've got to basically pick out the one that we found and target against that particular victim machine and exploit that weakness in VS FTPD, which is the FTP server. From there we can kind of hopefully break into the system and gain some information. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, so we get into the Metasploit interface. We've got the command line here. So let's do a little search and see if we can find that particular exploit in the database. Yep, there it is there. So we'll just go back to the website again. Yeah, VSFTPD version 2.34. That's that one. Okay, so next point is we want to, it's in the library, so we need to actually go ahead and be able to use that. So we'll just simply go use exploit Unix FTP VS FTPD 234. So I'm basically taking this from here. I have to kind of give it the name. Use this particular name, which will use that particular exploit. Okay, so that's good. Then we run a command called show options. And these are kind of parameters that we have to fill in before it will actually work. Okay, so it's asking us to put in basically, the only blank spot here is for the remote host, which is the victim machine that we want to attack. So if we go to set our host 192.168.56.101. So as we recall earlier, this was the IP address of the web server we're trying to get access to. So as you can see there, I'll show you that again. So we want to set that as our remote host or our target machine. Five 6.101. Show options again. As you can see there, that's been changed. The target's address, the IP address is, or the port. Yeah, we're trying to attack port 21 because that's what, as we saw earlier, that's the port that the service is actually running on. And pretty much simply after that, we just run exploit and see what happens. That will start it off and target that particular machine with this particular exploit. It's just going through the processes of the steps to see if it can actually use this exploit against that particular vulnerability. And as we see here, it's kind of got to a point at the very end where it said command shell session 1 opened. That means it's actually successfully exploited that particular weakness in that particular FTP server. So this is good news. We've got access now. So it's basically dropped us into that remote web server with a command line interface. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you gained some new skills and insights into seeing how a hacker actually operates, and where we used a mock scenario from the Panama Papers case, and it will give you a better insight to see how hackers operate and how they're trying to break into your systems. Getting that kind of insight on how they operate can help you to think about how you're going to defend your particular system.